about this time in the year that I start getting stir crazy. I mean, usually I'm stir crazy all year long. I'm usually outside all freaking summer and spring and fall. Um, and it's been really cold here, unusually. I mean, it's cold everywhere. It's December or January, sorry. Happy New Year. You know, I'm still on my same bullshit, which is not bullshit at all. Like, I'm just living, being to myself. Um, but you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm here to do a little life update with you guys. I have not got on my page here for a while, um, and sat down and talked with you guys. What have you guys did? What have you guys been doing? What did you guys do for the new year? I myself, like the old lady that I am, I fell asleep at 7 o'clock. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I just kind of puttered around the house, and then I fell back asleep, and it was glorious. It was everything that I hoped it would be. Okay. I don't put a lot of stock into holidays. I don't layer days with expectations. I used to, and I always got my feelings hurt because, of course, things never met up to my expectation of like a fun party and like everybody's happy and nobody's talking about their problems. Like, that's just not life, Jennifer. And so eventually, as sad as it sounds, I just completely stopped expecting there to be any type of celebration. And thus, there hasn't been. But my feelings don't get hurt. And so it's all good. Like, it's okay. I do my little things here, my little witchy things, like this time of the year, end of the year, New Year's. Well, for me, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like feel, this doesn't feel like we should be celebrating a new year. To me, like, New Year is spring, when everything starts becoming alive again. But nonetheless, the turning of the year, Katie, please don't get in my yarn. The turning of the year, I usually go in throughout my house and I try to get rid of stuff. If you've been a part of my channel for any amount of time, you've heard me preach this. Not preach, but like just passionately talk about it, which could sound like preaching. And I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I feel very passionately about not becoming a hoarder, because like there's a very fine line that I'm like always kind of teetering on, of like wanting to give in to like my a maximalist side that wants to keep everything and like display it in grand displays on the wall, and like have every little nook and cranny of my house filled. And then the other side of it is like, just throw everything away. You don't need anything. Like, if you can fit it into a suitcase, that's good. Like, that's the, you know, like the unhealed side of me. But so I try to like have a balance, and I try to go through my house, and like, if it's something that I don't use, and I try to mainly focus on, you know, I try to mainly focus on like things in my house, like household things, knickknacks, dishes, towels, even sheet sets, just anything that's like been in my closet or on a shelf for a year, the whole year, and I've not touched it. Somebody else could use it. I try to get rid of it. Hey, excuse you, don't do that. So I think I showed you guys my haul of yarn that I bought from Joann's. I want to show you my blanket so far. It is very heavy. It probably weighs like a couple pounds. It's all wool yarn. And I just wanted to show that to you guys because it's like, you know, I've been like sitting here. It's like the only blanket I've really crocheted and I'm planning on keeping. Jixie, excuse you. I know the string's very tempting. I usually give all the blankets I make away. And this one I'm going to make like the size of my queen size bed. And I'm going to put like a piece of backing fabric, almost like you would a quilt. You like layer it, and I'm going to sew it on there so that it's, you know, just a little bit more warm and comfy so I can use it when I sleep. Because I'm not one for like a big blanket. Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but I did move my living room around because that is also a thing that I do this time of year when things are feeling stagnant. No. When things are feeling stagnant, I move my furniture around, and it is usually a great success. Okay, cats are always trying to get into my bedroom. They're like, I know you're hiding something very lucrative in there, so we want to see it. There's no lucrative secrets in there, kitties. So, yeah, I try to get rid of things. So I've got a load of stuff in my car. A couple bags of clothes. I've got some household stuff that I've not used, kitchen stuff and things like that. I've been doing good on my schoolwork. Katie, please don't. Katie. Thank you. Let me show you guys this that I made. And so, one of the very first times I did mushrooms and had a psychedelic experience, I seen this rainbow snake that was like slithering through like cogs, almost like it was going through like time or something. I don't know. It's very spiritual, very deep, and I didn't even get the meaning of it until like 10 years later, which was crazy. And I have been working on this here diamond snake. I bought this big pack of rhinestones from the dollar store for like $3, $3 to $5, and I've just been putting them on there. I'm gonna fill the whole thing up. I don't know. Mark gave me this piece of wood. He's like, this is totally you, which obviously he knows me very well because yes, this is something that I would find very appealing, and I do find very appealing, and thus I've kept it for many years. And a lot of times I do that with craft stuff. See, I'm a hoarder of craft supplies. That's one thing. That's one of my weak points. You know, everyone's got their weak points. Mine's craft supplies, which kind of is very adjacent to my mom's hoarding thing, which is like office supplies, which is weird because she doesn't work in an office, but she's like always like hoarding pens and little notepads and like all kinds of little weird things like that. It's not weird, just little things. So updates here. Let me show you some of my this plant that I've been growing. I showed you guys earlier, but I can't remember, ouch, if it had this third leaf or not. I'm guessing it didn't, but I put it in a bigger pot, and we are just, biding our time, waiting for spring. There is actually a lot of things that are still alive and green out in the garden. I feel really blessed to live where I live. Not only the fact do I live down here in the Southern Appalachians, I live on the side of a mountain facing south. So like all of those factors, like I live halfway up a mountain or a mountain. Some people, my sisters would call them hills, but they're definitely mountains, small mountains. Respect, put some respect on Appalachia's name, But like where I'm living halfway up, I'm just like, I feel like I'm in a perfect spot, and I've been able to grow and expand from this spot specifically, before I lived in this house, I was so closed off. And I just want to give that old version of me a hug because I feel so bad for like how much I was limiting myself, not like how much other people were putting limitations on me. It was me against me. It's always been me against me, just like I guess that's with everybody. But I've been doing crafts. Let's see. I've been working on, I've got a couple more little houses done. If you're wanting to buy, I know it's after Christmas, but if you're interested, email me at thehiddenshaman@gmail.com, and we will get you set up through a payment plan or a payment. And yeah, these are all handmade. Let me show you up close. I know a lot of you guys have seen these before, but we have new people coming in every day. Okay, so we've got this blue guy, and then we've got this one. These all have little bits of healing crystals in them. Kyanite, selenite. Look, this one's a little room. It's a little bed. A little bed with a little shelf and some little books. This one is also a little room, but this one's a little like dining room, kitchen setup with a little hobbit door. This one is the newest one I just did. I just finished this one. I like this one so much. It's the first ever Christmas one I showed. I showed you guys this one in my last video, I believe, but I had not put the little crystal detailings and pearls at the bottom. And then we've got a mushroom here. And then we've got a little poppy seed head house, and then we've got another little poppy seed head house. Oh, love them. Anyways, guys, if you're interested in any of those, you can email me at thehiddenshaman@gmail.com, and you can help witch out. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have had a good, happy new year, and I send all my blessings to you and your family. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.